Knowing how to use Microsoft Word is an important skill in editing your book. Not only is it the most used word processing software in the world by both writers and editors alike, but Microsoft Word has elaborate and extensive editing functions that are simply not yet available or perfected by any other software. The first thing that we need to be familiar with after opening the file that needs editing is the Review toolbar. The Review toolbar gives you all the functions that you need to proofread, analyze, clean up, and edit your document. If you are using Microsoft 365 version of Microsoft Word, you'll find this tracking button here, which, when clicked, offers us these different options that we will be discussing one by one. This here is the Track Changes button. When editing your book, this will need to be activated by clicking on the button, or keying in Ctrl-Shift-D on your keyboard so the software can track all the changes made to your document. It even has a unique function where, even if you have 2 or more people working on the document, you can see which changes were made by whom. If we were to delete this comma here, for example, Microsoft Word will record this activity in the right-hand portion of the page. Depending on the options you choose on how you want the markups to appear, they can either appear on the side of the page like so, or they can appear in line. As you can see, that comma we just deleted is now stricken through and appears in a different font color. The same thing happens when we delete a word or even an entire sentence. Most editors, however, prefer to have the revisions shown in balloons, as it makes navigating the document easier and less cumbersome. You can also choose how to view the changes in the document as a whole. If you wish to see all the deletions, insertions, and formatting changes, you choose the All Markup option on this drop-down menu. If at some point in your editing you find Microsoft Word lagging or having trouble processing your commands due to the density of the editing markups, you may want to choose Simple Markup instead. The Simple Markup shows you a cleaner version of the edited document, with only this red line on the left side to indicate that changes are still being tracked. If you want a completely clean view of the edited document, choose No Markups. If you want to view the document in its original form, you can choose Original, and it will show the raw and unedited version. The Reviewing pane lists all the revisions made on the document. You have the option of viewing the pane horizontally, like so, or you can choose to view it vertically. As you can see, the vertical option offers the most comfortable and practical view of the edits. Editors, however, normally don't enable the Reviewing pane while editing, but it can be quite helpful when you want an enumeration of all the changes made to your file after editing. To disable the Reviewing pane, simply click the Reviewing pane button again. The Accept and Reject buttons allow you to approve or refuse the edits made on the document during review. This is most helpful when you've had your work edited by another person, or when you wish to review a self-edited draft where you've thought better of the changes you previously made. Say, for instance, you agree that the word September should be spelled out. So you wish to approve the editor's change. Simply right-click on the word and click Accept Insertion. Another way is to place the cursor on the word and click the Accept button on the Review toolbar. Conversely, if the editor made a change that you did not agree with, for example, you prefer that September appear in its shortened form, the form you used originally, simply right-click on the insertion and choose Reject Insertion. Or you may put the cursor on the inserted word, or highlight the inserted text, and click the Reject button on the Review toolbar. You need to highlight the entire inserted text and click the Reject button. You do the same thing when you wish to accept or reject formatting changes made by the editor. For example, if you wish to undo the formatting changes made by the editor here. So the editor changed the font size of the heading to 14. If you want to undo that, you can simply right-click on the balloon and then click Reject Format Change. And Microsoft Word will revert the text back to its original form. Microsoft Word also allows the user to make comments on the document. Editors usually leave comments for authors to clarify an issue, ask questions, confirm or verify information, justify major changes, or suggest recasts for poorly constructed sentences. To make a comment, just highlight the punctuation or text in question and click New Comment on the Review toolbar. A shortcut way of doing this would be to highlight the text and key in Ctrl-Alt-M on your keyboard. Doing so will generate a comment box on the far right-hand side of the page. You type in your comment, and click the Post Comment button to publish. If you wish to delete a comment, just click the three dots on the upper right-hand corner of the box and choose Delete Thread. Once you've familiarized yourself with all these basic reviewing functions, editing and reviewing your manuscript on Microsoft Word will be a task you can breeze through.